Hi everyone, in this video I will try to explain to you the full strategy A to Z on how to take an Amazon store and grow it from 10K or few products or few successful products to 1 million. In future I might publish more videos about this topic. Each one of these sections its own specific video explanation. Maybe we will also create a specific course for this full process. But anyway, just before going into it, just know that coaching is the best solution to grow a store from 10K to 1 million, because you need to have continuous supervision with deep expertise. So if you want us to help you make more money with Amazon FBA, just email us at this email, successmappers.gmail.com at gmail.com, and you will get the free full strategy analysis. You will get the free full Amazon audit, and yeah, if you want to see all the videos about growing your Amazon store in future when we publish it, so just subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can stay updated on that. And also like this video for more videos like this, because if we see that this video has good feedbacks, we will publish a lot more of this kind of videos. And in the comments, feel free to do any questions about any topic related to growing Amazon, so that we can understand what other videos to publish in future. So let's get into it. The full process to grow an Amazon store is divided in three sections. The yellow section: optimization, growth, and control. Optimization is about optimizing the Amazon marketing, the supply chain, the basic operation and project management, and the general e-commerce marketing. So when you want to grow a store, you need to, first of all, make sure that your Amazon marketing is on point. Everything needs to be perfect. All the landing pages, like the listings, the store pages, storefronts, all the PPC, and the PPC strategy is very important to grow. And for example, also all the other promotions available for Amazon. So you needed to optimize all this. In future, we might do videos in details about this topic. So subscribe if you want to see them in the future. About optimizing the supply chain, usually what we try is to decrease as much as possible the landing cost of your products. As time passes by, supply chain needs to optimize, and a lot of stores don't optimize the supply chain process. So if you're able to decrease the landing cost by 10%, 20%, that might be one of the easiest and most useful way to grow a store, because if you decrease the cost, you have more money to invest in marketing, you have more profit, and that's the best way to scale a store. And to do this, you need to decrease the prices that you buy the products at. You can negotiate with suppliers, for example, to better deal, bigger deal. You can buy bigger quantities. You can optimize shipments by container, full container loads, less than container loads. You can change the logistics, especially if you are selling all over Europe, for example, or UK. You can split the shipments in different locations to make the operations easier and faster. Also, because speed, which to grow a store, speed sometimes is useful, because if you ship goods faster, if your lead time are shorter, you can reinvest capital faster, sooner, and you have more often ROI on your investments. Also, optimize the quality. So optimize the quality of products is something other. It is another thing that you can optimize. Um, yeah, this is the second point of the optimization phase. Then there is the third point is optimizing the operation, the project management process. This is related to delegation that we will see later. But if you have a store that is small, you can have operations that are a mess. As much as you grow, your operations need to be more on point because you will need to hire people, delegate to people, delegate at the right cost. Processes need to be very efficient. So the more you grow, the more their operations and the project management um, processes in your company need to be optimized. This is a big topic. We can maybe create a video specific to this topic. If you want to have more information about how to optimize processes, there is another playlist about delegation on this channel, and in that playlist there is a video specifically made for uh, building processes that are very efficient and delegatable, how to hire people, how to delegate tasks efficiently. So that is something that you need to optimize, and you can start optimizing small, but then as soon as you grow, you need to improve the optimization, and the optimization needs to be repeated monthly or yearly because uh, the company changes with size. So the next step is optimizing the general e-commerce marketing. So we have the Amazon specific marketing that needs to be on point, and then there is the e-commerce marketing that needs to be optimized. Usually, the biggest metric that Amazon seller forget is lifetime value. If you're able to double the lifetime value, you are able to spend double with the same profitability on advertisement, for example, and that makes a big difference because uh, the winners usually in any niche are the ones that can afford to spend as much as possible and that can acquire clients at a loss. So optimization lifetime value is very important. Sometimes it's not the main focus to grow a company, but if you don't have a lifetime value optimization process in your marketing funnel when you sell your products, there is something missing there. So at least think about how to increase the lifetime value, how to make loyal clients, how to make sure that clients buy more of your products. So cross-selling, upselling, downselling, affiliations, or any related topic that increase the lifetime value of your customers. Email list is another topic that um, you can you can study. Is more about contact lists because contact lists is related to email list, subscription on YouTube, subscription on any social media, also visitors on pages is a sort of contact list. So the goal is to build a list of customers that purchase your product or that won't purchase your product. And you can use this big list to retarget them with email campaigns, um, content content strategies on YouTube, on social media, or external advertisement. This is very useful to decrease the acquisition costs and build a very strong foundation um, on your acquisition of new clients. Yes, funnel saturation is another topic that I see basically no one is doing or people are not doing, they don't understand much about that. Funnel saturation is about efficiency of marketing. So uh, you can create an external marketing channel like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. But the goal with funnel saturation is take the funnel that makes your clients buy, and saturate them with at least some form of content. So, for example, if you're selling potato peeler, you need to define exactly the funnel that your customer is having outside Amazon. Like, for example, the desire to make a recipe with potatoes, the desire to peel potatoes efficiently, they needed to do this repeatedly so that they search a potato peeler. And usually what can happen is they do researches on Google, they do researches on Facebook, they do researches on Instagram, they do researches on YouTube. And the goal is to saturate the funnel from your nearest point to the sale. Like, for example, what happens just before they go on Amazon searching a potato peeler. Maybe they search on YouTube about potato peeler, or maybe they search on YouTube about the recipe, or maybe they search on Instagram about another recipe, or maybe they follow an influencer that is peeling potatoes. And you need to try to put content in front of them at that exact point. The easiest way, in my opinion, is to saturate YouTube and TikTok with content, especially YouTube. You just take videos or slides of your images of your products and publish them on YouTube every day. You can schedule posting, and this is a strategy that can help to make sure that when the clients go searching on YouTube, you are there. What's the point of this? Sometimes these kind of videos don't get traction, they don't get views at all, but sometimes you will see that some videos go viral for no specific reason. And I think that's a big sign that there was a hole in the marketing funnel and you saturated it, you filled this gap. This is another thing that you need to start doing, especially if you want to be more dominant on Amazon. Then the second stage is about growth. So after you optimize everything, there is the growth stage. The growth stage is about, keep in mind one thing. There is not a specific order in this action. Usually we start to optimizing what we have, and sometimes we start to optimize the most important things. Like, for example, supply chain and Amazon marketing is not necessarily, you must not 100% all the time do these kind of things, for example. But this is the full process, and then you needed to understand exactly what's your priority every time. So about growth, this is another important stage to grow a business from 10K to 1 million. The basic concept is if you want to grow so much, you need to increase the revenue a lot. The easiest way to increase the revenue are usually expanding the catalog, be more dominant with your products, or expanding the marketplaces. These are usually the type of growth that we can push to increase the revenue and make a big store. The first point about growth is PPC growth. There are all the basic strategies for PPC to be a good seller, and then there are all the more advanced strategies that you have less ROI, but that can help you to be more dominant on Amazon, so that you have a dominant position for longer term. You can use, for example, this strategy also if some products are not working well. You can relaunch some products, but also this is a strategy if you want to push even more your products. So if you want to grow faster with PPC, video strategy, display strategies, display targeting, sponsored display, retargeting strategies, and all the other Amazon advertisement strategies that you are not applying in this stage, you can consider all this strategy to push even further the growth. But this is not the most important thing sometimes. The biggest ROI you have usually with these kind of activities. The product expansion activities or marketplace expansions activities. These are the main focus that you must have, in my opinion, to grow an Amazon store a lot, because you can optimize a lot, PPC, optimization, everything, but every time you do a further optimization, the return on the effort is smaller. If you add more products, you will add revenue long term. So before going in the product line extension topic, let's go in product variation. So if you have successful products, the first thing that sometimes we suggest to do is scale your store by variations, by size and quantities, or variations by sub-niches. Sub-niches can be like specific genders or specific requirements, specifics customers, or used. This is very hard to decide and suggest to give you an exact system to develop variations for your products in this video. We will make probably a video that goes more in details about that. But the point is, how can you expand the variation to be more dominant on any specific keywords? So product line extension for Amazon stores is usually SEO driven. Is not too much around, for example, a lifestyle, a client customer journey, or lifestyle client customer journey. Is mostly done around SEO and line extension, trends, and suppliers, for example, or variations. So usually these are the main way you can extend your product line. So my suggestion is to consider all these options to expand your product line, make a big list of all the activities, all the options that you have, and estimate for each one of the options that you have, what is the most important to try, what you can test quickly, what does cost less to you, and what will probably bring you more results. We will make other videos about this topic, so subscribe to this channel and let us know in the comments if it's something that you are interested to know more about. Another way to scale an Amazon store is by partnerships. B2B direct sales. Actually, B2B direct sales is not exactly specific to Amazon store, because you go outside of Amazon stores often. But resellers is a middle way, because there are some resellers that can be your partner to scale in marketplace that you cannot reach in other ways quickly. Like, for example, if you're in Europe and you want to sell in USA or like UK or Japan or in the Emirates, having a reseller that is located there can be much more faster to sell quickly more products. To scale your operations, you keep selling your products on Amazon in your own marketplace, and you resell to them your products at a fair price. This is a way that you can consider to grow your Amazon store. Is the most profitable way? Not always, but it's something that you can consider for a limited time, for a contract that is of 1 or few years. It's something that you can do to test the market, and then you can decide if you want to expand with all your company or not. If you want to have in-house expansion in a specific marketplace, or you want to outsource this expansion to another company like a reseller or another partner. Another way to grow your store is through acquisitions. If you can buy stores at a fair price and you see an opportunity to make more money uh, with your strategies, and you can buy it at a fair price, maybe you can acquire brands, you can acquire products, you can acquire stores. There's another strategy, it's more advanced, but this is something that you can consider. Expansion by marketplace. There are three considerations that are written here. Usually we help European sellers or UK sellers to expand. You can expand it to the marketplaces that you are not attacking already. You can expand from distance with the programs that Amazon is offering, like the programs where you don't need to have VAT in a specific marketplace, where you don't need it to ship products in that marketplace in advance. Is less profitable, is more about testing usually. But there are also strategies where you expand all in. So you open the VAT position in Germany, in France, in Italy, or any other place you want to start selling, and you start ship your goods in that in the warehouse of that marketplace. It's two different ways to approach this problem. I would suggest you to test and have data before going all in, because there are some marketplaces that it is harder to go back when you move in. There are some marketplaces that are not so hard to open, to move, and you can. This is open to discussion. Usually, in the coaching process that we do, we go more into details about this topic, and we try to make sure that we do the right choice at the right time. So, if you're interested to have a strategy session about all this topic that I talked about, feel free to email us at successmappers@gmail.com, and you get the free strategy analysis and the free Amazon audit. Okay, and this is a different, two different way to approach marketplaces expansions. You can expand strong and fast, or you can expand slow and organic. It really depends what strategy you want to do. I like slow organic to test and then go strong and fast when you have some market feedback. But there is not a right or wrong way. It's more about if you are prone to risk and you want to do it fast, you go strong and fast. If you are not prone to risk, you don't have too much capital, you want to test, you are afraid, you go slow and organic. There are very cheap ways to test. We teach them in our coaching program. We can scale all over Europe for super, super cheap with some bulk strategies, and is very profitable from the start. So you can email us about this topic. Control. This is the last section. Usually this section comes after you do all the rest, but not necessarily. So if you have time, you do all this stuff. When you start to not have time anymore, you start to delegate work. And to do this process, that is basic operations and project management optimization. This process is basically this section, but in this section is more in details. So when you want to grow a store a lot, your time is limited. So you will see that you don't have time to do everything, and you don't have time to do everything inefficiently. You need to be super efficient. You need to delegate. You need to optimize all your process on Amazon. So in the situation, we started to optimize the control of your company, and there is a framework that you use that is called the Optimal Setup and Control Framework, and has these sections. So there is a growth management strategy, maintainment management strategies. There is a KPIs, analysis, definition, and management. There is delegation, and there is a management toolkit. Yes. So let's start from growth management. Growth management, very simply, is starts with KPI definition for growth, delegation packages for growth, and organic chart for growth. We don't have time to go into details about this. There is a playlist on the YouTube channel. You can check more about that. Or if you want to get results faster, there is always our free strategy analysis and the free Amazon audit. You can write us here. Maintainment management is similar, but the KPIs for maintainment are different. Delegation is different, and organic chart for maintainment is different. On with Amazon stores, often we are able to divide these two sections. We have a maintaining operations to maintain that will stay forever with you for all the life of your store. And then you have operations to growth that you turn on when you needed to push the growth. If you want to grow from 100K to 1 million, you need to have growth management, growth processes. If you want to stay 1 million and run the business efficiently with as low as 1 hour per day, that's possible. There is maintainment management. There is a lot is done with delegation. A lot is done with the proper KPIs management, delegation packages, organic charts, organization charts. Then there is another thing that I want you to know: KPIs. There is two types of KPIs that usually we use to grow and manage a big store. Is financial KPIs and non-financial KPIs. Financial KPIs are the most obvious, and usually you can use softwares to extract them. Non-financial KPIs are usually more personalized to your business. They are personalized to your goals, so to what you want to grow, how you want to grow, your strategy to grow. If you wanted to grow through variations, if you want to grow through line extension, what kind of line extension, if you want to grow through marketplace expansion, if you want to grow by acquisition, if you want to grow by resellers and B2B direct sales. Each one of them has different non-financial KPIs. So this is just for you to know. Depending on your goal, you define different non-financial KPIs. Depending on your goals, also you have some specific financial KPIs. For example, if you are capital sensitive, if you have a lot of capital, you have different financial. If you don't have much capital, you have different financials. Okay, then there is delegation operation. So as I told you, there is a full playlist on my YouTube channel. And now there is also a more in detail course that we are selling. It's very cheap, so I suggest you to go check it. On my YouTube, you can find more information, or you can email us here to get more information. About delegation, we have a full process to help you delegate. There is the full delegation course. There is softwares. Softwares are a way to delegate work. There is artificial intelligence. It's very important to start implement artificial intelligence in your Amazon operations. It's necessary because artificial intelligence gives you customization at scale. So there are a lot of processes on Amazon that you can do with artificial intelligence. Maybe we will create a specific course, specific videos about this topic. So I suggest you to subscribe to stay updated about this topic. But this is something that you need to learn and understand. Then there is general VAs. This is often one of the easiest way to start delegate. To starting to get virtual assistants, general virtual assistants. They are cheap, they do work well, and they are very efficient. Is a must-have to have a personal assistant or virtual assistant, whatever you like to call it. Then the second stage is not in order. Sometimes you can do these things in different order. Specialists. You can have a specialist for PPC, specialist for sales, specialist for listing creation, specialist for growth, specialist for supply chain, different specialists. Project and ops managers. This is something you can also consider to get in your company. Is very similar to specialists. Usually project and operations managers are more efficient and more they have more responsibilities and they're more independent. So you needed to tell them less. They manage themselves better. This is something that you can get. You need to design your Amazon store based on your desire, your needs. So I cannot tell you in this video exactly what's the best solution for you. This is something that we can do in consultation in our coaching program. So if you're interested to get more in details about this, let me know. This is another form of delegation, consulting and strategy. I think this is something that people underestimate. Consulting, coaching, mentoring, and strategy is something that you can delegate to experts and is worth all the money, because if you do strategy wrong, you can lose in opportunity. You don't lose money because simply you don't spend on coaching or mentorship, but you lose the opportunity to double your store. So if you are 100K right now and you could get 1 million, but if you don't hire the right expert to help you to reach that, the probability to reach that level is dramatically lower. It could be like 5%, 10% compared with a coach or mentor. And if you reach the goal of 1 million with a mentor, the investment usually is very high. You can get ROI of 20 times or 10, 20, 30 times if you write the right consultant at the right time. So this is something that I suggest. If you have budget, this is something you should do. And then there is a lot of different management tools in our management toolkit from our full framework, optimal setup and control, that we use to give clarity and to help you manage properly. So there is a hierarchy, KPI tree. It is very important to define the financial and non-financial KPIs. Then there is a 5D mapping, that is our process to map processes. I think now we have upgraded it to 60. You can check videos on our YouTube channel. I think there is a video that is free about this topic. If it's not free, maybe we moved it to the delegation course. But I tell you, it's very cheap. You can search around YouTube or you can email us for that course. It's not very expensive. And of course, you get it for free if you do coaching with us. This is a very easy way to optimize processes in your company. Organic chart before and after. This is another important thing. We want to have a clear picture about what's happening in our company. Organic charts are very important, and we define a before and after process. I think there is a video online about organic chart evolution. You can check it. Feel free or comment if you don't find the video. KPI tracking system. So after you have the hierarchy, KPIs 3, after you define this section, so KPIs that you want organic chart, delegation packages, and everything. You need to have a KPI tracking system. It usually is divided in a driving dashboard and the process to gather data and organize them. The goal is having a one-page management dashboard that you can check every week, every day, every month, and in one page. So in an area big like this, you have all the informations to drive your company. This is the ideal outcome, that you have like 10, 5, 20 KPIs specifically for your company that you track continuously, or that your VA or softwares or artificial intelligence is tracking for you, and you can monitor your company from this KPI tracking system. It's very specific system that gives you extreme focus. Okay, if you don't have this, that might be wasting you a lot of time and money. Okay, then there is another tool that we use is master list. For example, here we use a master list of gaps, tasks, and activities, missed opportunities, issues, problem. You need to list all of them, and you need to estimate the return and the cost and the missed opportunity of them, and you need to prioritize them. This is to get clarity, is very important. Then there is a planning weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. This is a process that you can do by yourself, or you can do with your coach or mentor. And the focus is to have values, focus, the full picture, the priorities, the issues, the strategy in one page for every week, month, every quarter, every year. And for the future, like, for example, you can do also next 3, 5, 10 years. This is a very powerful tool because it gives you clarity to what you want to achieve, your long-term goal. This is a tool that we use and we teach you to do in our coaching, or subscribe to see in future we publish this kind of video. Delegation tools are all the delegation tools that we have already outlined in the full delegation course. Task master sheet. This is similar to the master sheet for gaps and tasks. You can put them together actually sometime. I suggest to put them together, but I suggest also from starting you can divide them. It's easier to do that. The goal is to have a master sheet of everything that you might be in your company, estimate the cost and estimate the return and lost opportunity for this month, this year, etc., and prioritize them with formulas, automatically or not automatically. This is giving you clarity of what you need to do. And then we suggest to have, I think it's very important to have, a brainstorming collector to focus. This is a tool that we use, especially if you have the tendency to have a lot of ideas, to be very creative, to be sort of ADHD, and you have so many ideas, so many plans, and you find yourself to lose focus. Focus is one of the most important things to grow a company from 10K to 1 million, because you need to put all your effort in one specific project. And if every time you add more projects, your focus decrease, and the probability of you reaching the goal decreases by a lot. So we use this tool to collect all the ideas, all the projects, everything, all the business ideas that you have every time, and put them for future. Seems very simple, but it's very powerful because it's a box where you put all your ideas, and you can check it when you want, in 1 year, 2 years, etc. Okay, so this is all. In future, as I told you, I will maybe make some videos specifically to each one of these topic because I want to give a free value and get viewers on my channel so that we can promote, of course, our very effective coaching program. So I want to end this video now. And what I want to say is, if you want to make more money on Amazon, wait, let me. Okay. If you want to make more money on Amazon FBA, email us at this email, successmappers@gmail.com, to get the free strategy analysis, to get the free Amazon audit, so that we can define together a plan for you to make more money. If you want to stay updated on videos about this strategy or other strategies, subscribe for updates. Like the video so that we understand what video do you prefer, and comment with questions or topics idea or what you want to see in future. That's all. So basically I told you everything, and I will end this video now. Subscribe, like, write on our email if you want to know more about coaching. If you want to get a free audit, there is no commitment. You can meet us and there is no need to purchase anything after that. Or also, if you want to get the full delegation course, write us by email and we will guide you through the process. Thanks so much and have a great day.